Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 12, Text 37. Shanta Samadrisha Shuddhaha.
Shanta Samadrisha Suttaha
Sarva Bhutanuranjanaha.
Sarva Bhutanuranjanaha
Yanti Anjasachyuta Padam.
Yanti Anjasachyuta Padam
Achyuta Priya Bandavaha.
Achyuta Priya Bandavaha.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Persons who are peaceful, equipoised, cleansed and purified, and who know the art of pleasing all other living entities, keep friendship only with devotees of the Lord. They alone can very easily achieve the perfection of going back home, back to Godhead. The description of this verse fully indicates that only devotees are eligible to enter into the kingdom of Godhead. So because that's Krishna's personal home, Krishna and his expansions. You know, we also, when we invite someone home, we are inviting friends home. People we like to be with, inviting them home. So Krishna also, his devotees, he invites them to his home. You know, imagine if he calls people who don't like him to his home, then there'll be too much unrest, too much fighting all the time going on. But he likes happiness, he likes peace. Well, he likes to kill the demons also, but that's all in playful, sporting spirit, not in a spirit of envy. The first point stated is that devotees are peaceful, for they have no demands for their personal sense gratification. They're simply dedicated to the service of the Lord. So this is the pure devotee. Their mood is, how can I please Krishna? That's their mood. And that's how they are peaceful, because everything and anything they do is for Krishna's pleasure. They are simply dedicated to the service of the Lord. Karmis cannot be peaceful because they have immense demands for sense gratification. As for Jnanis, they cannot be peaceful because they're too busy trying to attain liberation or merge into the existence of the Supreme. Similarly, yogis are also restless to get mystic power. But a devotee is peaceful because he is fully surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and thinks of himself as completely helpless, just as a child feels complete peace in depending on the parent. So a devotee is completely peaceful, for he depends on the mercy of the Supreme Personality of God. But what happens is we get restless. Why? Because we want to enjoy our senses, or we want to get some, or we feel distress, so we want liberation, or we are getting restless because we want to get some powers. So all this causes restlessness. But the pure devotee, what does he want? He's fully surrendered. He's completely dependent on the Supreme Lord. He is understood that there is an intimate, loving relationship between him and the Supreme Lord, and that whatever the Lord is doing is for his good. And so that's why he's completely peaceful. He's completely understood the Bhagavad Gita verse, Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Suridam Sarvabhutanam, Gyatva Mam Shantim Rachati. And one who can understand that Krishna, he is the one all the austerities are performed for. He's the enjoyer of all the austerities, penances. He's the best friend of all living entities. All the planets, all the demigods belongs to Krishna. So the pure devotee is completely understood. And that's how he's fully surrendered to Krishna. And he thinks himself completely helpless. That's how his mood is. Like a child. He's completely dependent on the parent. So the devotee is like that. And that's how he's peaceful. He's dependent on the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Mercy of the Supreme Lord. And we see the pure devotees, how, for example, Prahlad Maharaj. The Hiranyakashipu was trying to do so much atrocities on him, but he was peaceful. He was completely dependent on Krishna. At least I could remember Prahlad Maharaj. I don't know if you all have any other examples that you all remember. Okay, then we'll continue reading. A devotee is equipoised. He sees everyone on the same transcendental platform. A devotee knows that although a conditioned soul has a particular type of body, according to his past fruitive activities, factually everyone is part of the Supreme Lord. So devotees, because he's on the platform of the soul, transcendental platform, so he's understood everyone's position also. That everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. We see Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu. He sees everyone as equal. Sees everyone on the transcendental platform. And he's understanding that, okay, everyone has different bodies. But that body is just because of different choices that the particular living entity has made. But actually, everyone is part of Supreme Lord. This is the vision of the pure devotee. A devotee sees all living entities with spiritual vision and does not discriminate on the platform of the bodily concept of life. So Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that a learned Brahmana sees with equal vision all the living entities, all the different types of living entities, a dog, dog-eater, elephant, cow, or a gentle learned Brahmana. Because he's understood that it's just that the bodies are different based on whatever choices the living entity has made. But the position, the constitutional position of the living entity is that everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. Each and everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. Such qualities develop only in the association of devotees. Without the association of devotees, one cannot advance in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, we have established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Factually, whoever lives in this society automatically develops Krishna consciousness. So in the association of devotees, we want, there's different associations for different things that we want to get good, we want to become good in, For example, the basketball, then we are going to join a basketball association, be with everyone who likes to play basketball, or somebody has special desire to learn desserts or cooking, then we associate with that. So similarly, Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada is saying he established this Krishna consciousness society for our benefit. So whoever wants to develop Krishna consciousness can have this opportunity to associate with the devotees. Devotees are dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead is only dear to devotees. On this platform only can one make progress in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna is always thinking of the devotee, and the devotee is always thinking of Krishna. It's reciprocal. It's not one-sided. Both the devotees love Krishna and Krishna loves the devotee. On this platform only one can make progress in Krishna consciousness. Persons in Krishna consciousness or devotees of the Lord can please everyone, as is evident in the Krishna consciousness movement. We invite everyone without discrimination. We request everyone to sit down and chant the Hare Krishna mantra and take as much prasad as we can supply. And thus everyone is pleased with us. This is the qualification. Sarva Bhuta no Ranjanaha. Bhuta no Ranjanaha. Sarva Bhuta no Ranjanaha. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that in the ISKCON temples, everyone is invited. Chant the holy name, take the prasad, and be happy. As for purification, no one can be more pure than devotees. Anyone who once utters the name of Vishnu immediately becomes purified inside and outside. Yasmarit Pundari Kaksham. Since a devotee constantly chants the Hare Krishna mantra, no contamination of the material world can touch him. So Lord Chaitanya was once asked, who is a devotee? So Lord Chaitanya said, anyone who has once uttered Hare Krishna, he's a devotee. Then second time Lord Chaitanya was asked the same question, who's a devotee? Lord Chaitanya said, one who is constantly chanting the holy name of the Lord, he's a devotee. Then Lord Chaitanya was asked the same question third time. And Lord Chaitanya said, looking at one, if others automatically start chanting Hare Krishna, like looking at this devotee, everyone starts chanting. Then he's a devotee. So here also is that just once if one has chanted the name of Krishna, one becomes purified. There's a devotee, Gadadhar Das, not the Gadadhar Pandit of the Panchatattva, but there's another devotee, Gadadhar Das. He wanted at that time India was ruled by the Muslims, so he wanted the local Muslim ruler to chant Hare Krishna. So in the middle of the night, Gadadhar Das went to the Nawab's house and told him, you chant Hare Krishna. Then the Nawab said, oh Gadadhar, it's so late now. Now I cannot chant. Tomorrow I will chant Hare Krishna. And then Gadadhar Das started dancing. He said, why tomorrow? You already chanted Hare Krishna. He was happy to show that even once one chants, then it begins, the devotional path begins. So, Muchi Haya Shuchi Haya Yadi Krishna Bhaji. It is said that even a cobbler or a person born in the family of a cobbler can be elevated to the position of a Brahmana, Shuchi, if he takes to Krishna consciousness. So anyone can take up Krishna consciousness. Anyone, everyone. It doesn't matter which family one is born in, which gender, which country, which community. Any person who is purely Krishna conscious and who engages in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is the purest in the whole universe. So the pure devotee has no material desire. His desire is only to please Krishna. And so, and in that way, he is the purest. Krishna is the purest. So his devotees are the purest. And in that way, Krishna and his devotees are looking for the highest, ultimate welfare of everyone. The devotee is always very, he's paradukha dukhi, that he sees the suffering of others, and that makes him unhappy. And that's the reason he wants everyone to chant and be happy. So reading on, iti uttana padaha putro
Iti uttana
Dhruva Krishna parayanaha
Dhruva Krishna parayanaha
abhut trayanam lokanam
abhutrayanam lokanam
chudamanir ivamalaha.
Chudhamanir ivamalaha.
In this way, the fully Krishna conscious Dhruva Maharaj, the exalted son of Mahārāja Uttanapad, attained the summit of the three statuses of planetary systems. The exact Sanskrit terminology for Krishna consciousness is here mentioned. Krishna Parayanaha. Parayana means going forward. Anyone who is going forward to the goal of Krishna is called Krishna Parayana, or fully Krishna conscious. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining the meaning of the word Parayana, going forward. Krishna Parayana means going forward towards Krishna, or becoming fully Krishna conscious. The example of Dhruva Maharaj indicates that every Krishna conscious person can expect to reach the topmost summit of all three planetary systems within the universe. A Krishna conscious person can occupy an exalted position beyond the imagination of any ambitious materialist. So our material desires may have some limitations, but Krishna, he is unlimited. So he can give the devotees anything wonderful. Like he's giving Dhruva Maharaj a spiritual planet within the material universe. The highest planet here he's giving him, topmost summit of all three planetary systems. So somebody cannot even imagine that is what Krishna can give us. The highest thing that we can ask Krishna is Krishna Prema. Okay. Gambira Vego Nimisham.
Gambira Vego Nimisha.
Jyotisham Chakram Ahitam.
Jyotisham Chakram Ahitam.
Yasmin Brahmati Kauravya.
Yasmin Brahmati Kauravya.
Medayam Iva Gavam Ganaha.
Medayam Iva Gavam Ganaha.
Saint Maitreya continued, my dear Vidur, descendant of Kuru, as a herd of bulls circumambulates a central pole on their right side, all the luminaries within the universal sky unceasingly circumambulate the abode of Dhruva Maharaj with great force and speed. Each and every planet within the universe travels at a very high speed. From a statement in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is understood that even the sun travels 16,000 miles in a second. And from Brahma Samhita, we can understand from the shloka beginning Yachakshur Esha Savita Sakalam Grahanam, that the sun is considered to be the eye of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda. And it also has a specific orbit within which it circles. 16,000 miles a second. You know, we go 200 kilometers an hour on the road, we'll be like, oh my God, the car is flying, almost like that. Or our flights can go, I'm not sure how much, but this is 16,000 miles a second. How fast is that? The earth is also going very fast, but we don't feel it. This is the inconceivable potency of Krishna. You know, if we actually study the speed at which the earth is rotating, then we'll be amazed at how come we don't feel dizzy and how come everything is not falling down. This is Krishna's potency. Similarly, all other planets have their specific orbits, but together, all of them encircle the pole star or Dhruvlok, where Dhruva Maharaj is situated at the summit of the three worlds. We can only imagine how highly exalted the actual position of a devotee is, and certainly we cannot even conceive how exalted is the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Krishna is able to give such an exalted position to Dhruva Maharaj that all the other planets are going around the planet that he is ruling. All other planets are going around the pole star. So this position is given to Dhruva Maharaj by Krishna. So what is Krishna's position? If he can give this to someone, how much more he is? You know, how much more powerful, how much more opulent is Krishna? How much more exalted is the position of Krishna? That's a
So
Prabhupada is
even
saying.
the
We cannot
sun
even
is
conceive.
traveling. The sun is traveling around the Dhruva Maharaj planet.
Yeah,
Post-up.
seems from this statement of Bhagavatam. Yes. From this
Okay.
statement of Bhagavatam seems like that.
So the earth, all the planets.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it seems from this.
In the material world.
In the material world. Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for listening and enjoying Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna.